Hi, this is Matt with Custom Car Grills. This video is for a mesh installation on a Toyota FJ Cruiser. The first step is to remove the grill from the vehicle, which we've already done. Flipping the grill over so that it's face down will allow us to remove the inner black plastic portion. There are 6 short black screws around the perimeter that need to be removed. We're going to save them as some will be used later. Next, there are 8 tabs that need to be released using a flathead screwdriver so that I can detach the black plastic mesh from the grill frame. Once the screws and tabs are unfastened, the old mesh should come right out. Using a pair of wire nippers, I'm cutting the 8 short tabs that were holding the stock mesh in place. I'm doing this as close to the front of the grill as I can so that our new mesh will fit flush against the back of the grill frame. In addition to removing those tabs, I'm also going to cut out the 3 plastic dividers, 2 of which are shown here. An open-ended saw blade or wire cutters will work well here. I've drawn a silver line on the black plastic mesh that was previously removed to show where I'm going to make the cut to remove the ends. Using an open-ended saw blade here usually works for me, but other tools such as a Dremel will also work fine. These ends will be used later to assist in holding the new mesh in place. Here's how the piece should look once it's been removed. In addition to simply removing the end, the curved edge that is facing the front of the grill will need to be sanded down. The end on the right has been sanded down compared to the unaltered version on the left. Next, we're going to clean the back of the grill to remove any dirt or dust. Included in the kit are some cable tie mounting bases. These fit conveniently in the upper and lower channels, as shown here. While they do adhere okay to some surfaces, they will need some extra adhesive to permanently hold them in place. I like using a product called Automotive Goop for this step. Using a toothpick as an applicator, I'm simply applying a small amount of goop around the perimeter of the mounting base. Once the adhesive has cured, the mounting tabs will be held in place much more securely. Here's an example of how the ties slide through the mounting base. I'm going to run 1 tie through for each base. As shown here, I'm going to keep the tail end of the tie close to the center of the opening. Keeping the head of the tie further away will make the install easier and cleaner. Now here's a look at the black powder coat aluminum mesh piece we sell on our site. It's pre-cut with all the right notches made for an easy installation every time. To get the mesh attached on, it's simply a matter of placing it on the back of the grill opening. It's important to keep it centered, with having an equal amount of mesh on the right and left sides. And from here, we'll run the tail end of the ties through one of the openings in the mesh. Then we'll fasten the tie together, keeping the head of the tie against the back of the mesh and pulling the tail of the tie through will get the best results. In general, I like to loosely attach the tie points first, and later go back and more firmly attach them. Here's another angle of how easily the ties work with a properly attached mounting base. It's simply a matter of getting the ties in the right place, looping them through the mesh, and connecting the tie. Once all the ties are tightened down, I'm going to cut the tail end of the ties off. No part of the ties will be seen through the front now. The last step of the mesh installation is reattaching the ends that were cut off the factory mesh piece. These simply just screw back into the stock position. And now we're all done. Let's flip over the grill and check out our work. This is a fairly simple mod to complete, and the finished product looks really good. The longest part of the whole project is waiting for the mounting base adhesive to cure. Once complete, these can be left just plain with the mesh only, as seen here, or accessories can be added, such as this TRD emblem that we have available on our site. Old school emblems like this one can also be added, and bolder looks such as big block lettering can really make a big impact. Of course, custom lettering is always an option if a real unique look is needed. Between these options, there are no bad choices. I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions about this video or any of our others, feel free to contact us.